Don't be nervous. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Zachary Reality. We are recording live today from Ridgewood, Queens, New York. It is January 7th, and I'm here with my bestie, Sophia, and we have been binging the first 3 episodes of Traitors Season 2. So the fact that I have to hold all of this in and I can't talk to you guys about it for like 5 days is really frustrating. So me and Sophia are going to give our live reactions and talk about it because we're going to get it out. What did you think of the first 3 episodes?
I want more. It was so good, so entertaining. Everyone really brought their A game, so I'm excited for more.
Yeah, Sophia has like a different reality TV knowledge realm than I do. Like, I know Survivor, she knows Survivor, but she knows like challenge people. Who else do you know on the show? Who are some of your favorites? And also, I know you want to talk about who was eliminated that you were so sad about.
Johnny Bananas, definitely. Anyone from the challenge, I really loved, except Trishelle. Trishelle kind of irritates me a little bit. But no, Johnny Bananas getting eliminated first was like honestly smart for the Traitors because like they knew that he was a threat. He's smart. He's really good at games like this. So bummed to see that. I was excited for him. But CT, I love CT. And Sandra, of course. And Parvati, of course. Like the Survivor queens.
But like, I'm obviously like, I'm Team Parvati. I love Parvati. I live for her. She's my favorite. Are you Team Sandra or Team Parvati if you had to choose?
Definitely Parvati, but I still respect Sandra's game. Like, I do think that, like, she played Survivor in a really unique way, and, like, I wonder if it'll work on the Traitors, because it does seem like a game where, like, sitting back is kind of, like, a positive, and it will work out, but, I don't know. I'm excited to see them, and I hope that one of them wins, because I would love Survivor taking this home.
Yeah, and guys, keep in mind, Sophia has not finished the first season yet, so she's just watching this one for the first time. And she has no idea what is to come because she's about to watch the first season. But as far as Sandra and Parvati, Sandra's doing a pretty good job right now. Her strategy has always been anybody but me, anybody but me. And it's worked for her on Survivor, but now everyone knows her game. And people should know Parvati's game too. And Larsa called out Parvati, which we did not like. We have some strong opinions about how Larsa's playing the game. However, Larsa is already on to Dan. So I'm like, she's giving Brandi Glanville from last season. Like, she's not afraid to put herself out there, but sometimes she's like actually right. And Larsa got blindsided. Larsa got blindsided when Marcus was eliminated.
Mm-hmm. She's right a lot. And honestly, like, I think like part of the, like, she's very good at her game because she calls everybody out, you know, and like I feel like that a traitor wouldn't do that. A traitor wouldn't like necessarily have like the guts to like be one of those louder voices. So it's probably like a really effective strategy for her to like get the heat off of her.
Wait, but the fact that Marcus was eliminated almost now puts her in the clear because no one's going to think that she would want to eliminate her own boyfriend. So now everyone's going to know that she's not a traitor. So she has nothing to lose. So she already was putting herself out there, and now she can do it ×2 unless Larsa is some strategic mastermind that got her boyfriend out. Do you think she would be like that?
I don't know. I mean, that's not how it went down. So like, I don't know like if like she would have done it if she were a traitor, but like that would have been a really smart move, and she's a really smart player, so like definitely a possibility. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to see how it plays out because like she's on to Dan. Like she kind of knows that like Dan is a traitor, and I think Dan thinks he's smarter than he actually is. Like he like is definitely like doing the like sit back and like kind of watch things play out thing. But that's being called out by so many people. So like he has to either switch his game up or he's going to go home.
I was rooting for Dan immediately. Like, I didn't see him on Big Brother, but I was like, oh my God, like, I love how he's, like, playing this game with Parvati, and, like, it's giving me, like, Parvati and Russell from Survivor, like, their alliance, and I was kind of like, Parvati and Dan could, like, take this duo, but Dan is definitely not making relationships with other people in the house. I think he's, like, obsessed with Parvati, because, like, everyone is, like, if she lets you in, like, who wouldn't be? So I feel like he's gonna get eliminated because he's just not making enough friends. But you know who is making enough friends is Phaedra, who is our other traitor, who Sophia is obsessed with but does not know her from Atlanta. So I'm like, Sophia, just fucking wait. Phaedra's hilarious, and she's playing such a good game because she has all the housewives who trust her, and then she's so funny, and we got to talk about the twist, but she's also like, she's not even getting involved in the twist. She's like, Parvati and Dan can do the dirty work. I'm going to even try and play them. I think Phaedra could go far.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that out of all of the traitors, like, she's definitely the most under the radar. And I also feel like her having the other housewives, like, all there, definitely.
So many housewives.
Yeah, it's going to be so good for her. And, like, I think no one's going to suspect her because, like, there's that immediate, like, housewife trust. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know. I'm excited for her, too. I think she's going to go far.
Well, and you also kept laughing at everything she was saying.
No, she's hysterical. Like, she's really funny on TV, and like, I think she's just like probably. I mean, I know nothing about like the Housewife franchise, so like, I feel like she's probably just been on TV for a long time and like knows how to make things entertaining, and like she's doing a really good job. Like,
talk about her eyelashes.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really like notice them. Are they?
No, her makeup is just like so glamorous.
Oh yeah.
She's fabulous.
Her eyeshadow's like diamonds.
Yeah, but we did get left off on a cliffhanger, which sucks because now we're going to have to wait like a couple weeks to find out. But Parvati is going to eliminate someone, or Dan is, with this goblet. And I don't remember exactly who was in the last room that she was in. I know she was like leaving the other one that Phaedra was in, that some of the housewives were in, because she was trying to get one of the housewives, but then Phaedra was like, excuse me? And like, that's not, if Phaedra has all these housewives, then Parvati and Dan cannot even trust Phaedra.
No, I don't think so.
But who do you think she's going to get rid of? Because it almost seems like it's going to be by chance now since she's running out of time.
Okay, honestly, it's going to be Bergie. Like, that's my prediction. Like, it's going to be Bergie because, like, he's so just, like, unassuming and, like, maybe not the brightest in the bunch. So, like, I really feel like it's going to be him because, like, she's probably going to pull some, like, oh, can you help me with this? Or something like that. And then he's going to, like, hold the goblet and sip from it. And he's going to be the one to go. That's my prediction. But I don't remember
which one's Bergie again? Not the old one, right?
No, he's from Love Island.
Oh, really?
Right? I think so.
Wait, who's the old guy?
John. And I don't know anything about his political career, but I love that they have such a mix of people on the show too. Like, I really feel like having all of these people with different backgrounds just makes it so entertaining because, like, some of them have, like, the game mindset from, like, Big Brother, Survivor.
Wait, now I know Bergie. And this is so funny because we were talking about how, like, he is a little forgetful on this cast. Like, I'm just, like, forgettable. And I remember his one confessional was, like, I need to prove people that, like, I'm like, yes, you do, because I have no idea who you are. I keep on forgetting you're on screen. And I say that really sarcastically. I'm not trying to be harsh. But that whole Peppermint thing was also really dramatic.
Oh, rip Peppermint.
Rip Peppermint. Trishelle came for Peppermint, but then Peppermint also kind of like slipped up with the whole Larsa thing. And Peppermint just like couldn't. Peppermint was just on the defense the whole time.
I have to say, like, how that all went down to me was just, like, so shady. And, like, that's part of why I, like, Trishelle's just, like, not my favorite because, like, the whole thing was really over nothing and got blown out of proportion. And I think, like, that showed people that they need to be a little bit smarter and, like, actually look for evidence and not just, like, you know, like, whispers or breathing.
You know, I wanted to talk about that with John, right?
Yeah.
Like, Tamra, what the hell? Like, they literally all came for John because of his breathing. They're like, do you have asthma? Like, he's literally running in a challenge. Like, this poor man, leave him alone. So I was just shook when they all came for him. And do you remember that other fight between Ekin and...
Oh.
Was it Trishelle?
No, it was another blonde on the show. I don't remember her name or where she's from, but... Like, that fight also was just, like, kind of silly and blown out of proportion. But that was because Max was trying to, like, divert attention, right? He started that at the round table. So, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of silly fights like that because, like, everyone's on defense, you know, and, like, trying to, like, not be accused.
Wait, we need to talk about Peter and Kevin because that was the
God.
funniest thing ever.
That was so stupid.
They literally formed like a fake alliance, like an alliance, and then we're like, we're gonna fake come for each other just so no one suspects it. And like, no one was ever gonna vote for Peter, and no one was ever gonna vote for Kevin except for Parvati because
Random.
Parvati is just like she has some strategy. I trust her. What do you think about Peter and Kevin?
I think it was really silly. Like, the whole thing was so silly and so obvious, too. Like, I know one of them is an actor, and I was like, I really hope that that's not what he brings to the table for his acting gigs. And, like, again, maybe that's harsh.
Kevin is from Bling Empire. He's a reality star.
Oh, okay.
But I guess he's also an actor.
I know one of them was an actor, and, like, I don't know. It just wasn't convincing to me, and maybe that's because, like, we have, like, the outside perspective as a viewer. But like I just feel like they didn't sell it. Like they weren't fighting. There were no like words exchanged.
Yeah, I just kind of worry that a lot of the Bravo people just have there's so many housewives. There's like 4 or 5, and then there's a couple other like Bravo adjacent people, and I just kind of feel like there's like a big, larger alliance and group. But at the end of the day, it's the traitors who are making like a lot of the decisions. So they could break that up, but then it's like every other round, everyone else gets a shot. So they all voted Peppermint, and then the traitors voted Johnny Bananas. And who else went home? Do you remember? Peppermint, Johnny Bananas, and Marcus.
Yes, Marcus. Yes. Yeah, I mean, the Housewives Alliance, I feel like isn't going to get broken up because Phaedra's she's a traitor.
Yes.
So, like, that alliance is, like, really strong, and, like, she's not going to let them go home. Like,
Oh my
Parvati
God.
almost got one out, and she was like, no,
Literally, Sheree. Oh my God, I cannot believe Sheree is there. I hope we see more funny moments. Sheree is funny like Phaedra, but, like, Phaedra's in the power position. Would you rather be a traitor or a faithful?
Oh, that's such a good question. I feel like I would rather be a faithful because I'm a horrible liar. So, like, I just don't think that I would be able to make it through, like, all of these days and challenges and conversations with people, like, lying to them. Because, like, I'm a horrible liar.
I would be a good traitor.
Yeah.
And this would work out because then I could protect you. As long as you don't come on to me. Would you vote me off if we were there together and you knew, but I'm your friend?
I have to be completely honest. I don't fully understand how, like, the prize works at the end. So, like, I think I feel like I would not. But if that meant that I wouldn't get any money, then I would. Like,
Okay, but but when would you turn on me? Would you just wait till the final 6, the final 4? Like, how far would you want to go? I know we only saw 3 episodes and you didn't watch the first season, so you could kind of only answer to this so much.
yeah.
But I feel like it would be hard for me to lie to you if we were there together. I feel like maybe you would know because I would probably be a traitor, obviously. I want to be a traitor. So I would protect you. So you wouldn't want to tell people right away. But
Exactly.
it probably would happen like at some point in the top, like maybe 8 or 6. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to vote you off, then it would absolutely be later. But, like, I also wouldn't want to blow up your spot like that because, like, if I was the reason why you didn't get $250,000, then, like, that would suck. Like, that would be bad for our friendship. So,
Well, that's why it would have been interesting if Marcus stayed longer to see what would have happened between Larsa and Marcus. But there's no way Larsa would vote off her boyfriend. So I kind of think Larsa's going to be safe for a really long time. And she's just, like, really obnoxious.
yeah, no, well, the thing is, like, she's obnoxious because she's, like, right. So I think we just don't like her a little bit because she's going after the people we like, but she's actually, like, really good at this game. So, like, I respect, like...
That's true.
I respect her a lot. But I obviously want Parvati to win. Like, so I don't love that she's onto her, or she's onto Dan, which is kind of also being onto Parvati at the same time.
But I think that, like, it'll work better for Parvati's game if Dan goes home soon. Because I think that the two of them, they keep sneaking off so often. And it's obvious that they always want to talk strategy together and that they don't want to tell Phaedra everything. It's clear that Parvati and Dan are a duo and that Phaedra is, like, on the outs. So I almost feel like if Parvati and Dan wanted to make it farther, they should find a way to get Phaedra out.
Ooh. I mean, I agree with that. But she's also valuable right now where it's so early in the game because, like, having her... able to, like, have an ear in what the housewives are saying, like, they don't have friends in that group. So, like, they kind of need her for now. But, like, maybe later in the game that would be a smart move. I really think Dan's going to be the first traitor to go, though, because everyone's on to him.
And if he goes, I feel like Parvati is going to be after unless she finds a way to work with Phaedra. Like, I just feel like Phaedra is going to be hard to go against because Parvati and Dan are really strategic and, like, they want what they want. But Phaedra has her own agenda and her own people to protect. And I just don't see them working together long term, the 3 traitors. And I think it'll be more fun if the traitors get switched earlier on. But then I also want all of them to stay. Last season, like, the traitors stuck together for a pretty long time. Sophia's going to watch it. But one of the traitors left halfway through. And then the other one's, like, really stuck until, like, you know, the end. So it'll be interesting if there's, like, multiple roundups of traitors throughout the whole thing because who knows? What are your final predictions? Because our friends are about to be here for next week's episode.
Oh, God.
Like, I'm just dying to know who's going to drink that goblet. And I hope it's not MJ. And I hope it's not Peter because I love The Bachelor. And I do want to see what Peter does. I don't know who else it would be. We're looking at the cast list now. Maxim also went home, remember? We forgot to talk about Maxim.
Oh, yeah. I really don't, I didn't love him. I feel like he didn't do a good job defending himself, but like yeah, that vote was honestly not the most memorable to like. I think the Johnny Bananas getting off, that shocked me. But like at first I was like upset because obviously he would be such a challenge threat. Like that's literally his job, is to like do those sorts of challenges. But like maybe the traitors saw that as like a reason to get him out. But I don't know. I think next week or next episode, like definitely it's going to be Bergie that's going to drink the goblet. I don't remember who else was in the room, but like he's just so like unassuming, and I don't know. I see that happening definitely. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen because I don't really know like as much about the show as I wish I did, but regardless, like it's so fun. It's a really good show to watch.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys all think about it. We'll be putting this in the files for a few days, but it's only January 7th, so these come out January 12th. So as soon as these come out, I want to hear what you guys think. So make sure you're commenting on my TikToks and following me on Twitter and stuff. Comment everything so I know what you guys think. I'm curious your opinions on who you think's going to win. And thank you all so much for watching and hearing my bestie Sophia live from New York. Woo. First podcast ever?
Yeah, first podcast. Thank you for having me on. Yeah, thanks.
Do you have anything you want to plug? I know you work in government, but tell them like nothing.
Yeah, no. But yeah, thank you everybody.
Oh my God, stop. You can't go out like this. Tell them your favorite food or like how long we've known each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've known each other like since 5th grade when Zach was the second biggest role in our 5th grade musical. Oh my God. He was Lionel in Cinderella, who is the prince's best friend. So Zach has been a star forever. This is just like so fun to be part of it.
Oh my God, I love you. Thank you. Okay, guys, I will chat with y'all soon. Bye.